do you give me the honor and privilege of declaring this workshop open?
Yes.
On behalf of the management and the esteemed participants, conference open. For the glory of God, the Father
Actually, when I submitted my invitation to His Excellency, Executive Governor of Kano State, he looked at the invitation and said, "Are you going to NIEPA?" Yes, I said, "You are permitted. You are permitted." That is my institution. I was one time the chairman, governing board of that institution. Please, I have a movement for institution. For now, I will read the good method poverty. What I have done with that one. Excellency said, "I am delighted to, in my capacity as the former chairman, governing board of this great institute, reflect on its tremendous success, particularly in organizing series of conferences, workshops, and seminars that are of profound significance to educational and national development. This conference will serve as a vibrant nexus uniting a diverse array of participants from across the nation. This unprecedented event will be a pivotal moment where voices of various scholars and authorities will converge to address some pressing issues confronting the education sector today. I am so fascinated with the theme of this year's conference: Sustainable Development Goals, Quality Assurance Practices, and Reports Utilization in Enhancing Improvement of Quality Delivery in Nigeria. Sustainable development, which is generally seen as a lasting improvement, has been a recurrent theme in ongoing discussions in education. It focuses on the continuous improvement of systems, resources, and information central to national development. The one indisputable fact that characterizes sustainable development is that continuous improvement is inevitable. Education and training play a fundamental role when we aim to change the actions of humankind in a more sustainable direction. Education's role is to ensure that citizens of all ages have the knowledge, skills, readiness, and vision that will enable them to build a sustainable and equitable future and commit to a sustainable way of life. Therefore, it should be a significant concern for education policy makers and stakeholders to ensure that their staff are well positioned for proper quality education for sustainable development. For Nigeria, quality education for sustainable development is a must, and presumably best quality assurance practices and reports utilization can be used as great facilitators of quality education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore time to identify strategies, policies, and immediate actions at improving our quality assurance practices and reports utilization for better education delivery in the country. I am optimistic that throughout this conference, constructive deliberations will flourish, delving deep into the multifaceted challenges and opportunities that define the landscape of Nigerian education sector. The deliberations should not only shed light on critical issues, but also lay groundwork for innovative solutions and future initiatives. Indeed, the conference should be a testament to the power of collaboration and collective action in driving positive change. It is also my fervent hope that the conference will exemplify the spirit of shared responsibility in shaping the future of leadership, not only within the education sector, but also in broader societal context. The present administration of Kano State, under my watch, considers education as an investment for any country to make an appreciable development and compete globally. In line with this conviction, Kano State government has dedicated 29.95% of its 2024 budget on education sector, restored foreign scholarship program in which 550 postgraduate students are about to conclude their programs in a number of top-ranking universities across the globe. Reduced indigenous student registration fees by 50% in all the state-owned tertiary institutions. Resuscitated 15 skill acquisition institutes, established new College of Education and Preliminary Studies, and funded all outstanding accreditation exercises in our tertiary institutions, among others. Most importantly, in line with the cardinal interest of our administration education, Kano State government has recently declared a state of emergency on education sector in order to give it the needed attention. I must commend the effort of the management of NIEPA for taking the books by the horns to organize this conference and many others at this material time, and also for the laudable achievements the Institute has been able to record. I pray that many more conferences of this nature will be organized to keep educational planners, monitors, and policy makers updated on global best practices. To the participants and their presenters, I say a big well done for your anticipated valuable contributions, insightful presentations, and active participation, which will no doubt make the conference a resounding success. Long live NIEPA. Thank you and God bless. And having a good afternoon.
Wonderful speech. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Jam it for him. You heard from the speaker. He was us here. Thank you once again, Director. We want to move ahead and invite the next person, the representative of the UBEC. I don't know why it's around now.
The Director General, NIEPA, the gatekeeper professor, and every other protocol and approach. I want to appreciate the organizer of this program for the opportunity given to every one of us to be here. Quality assurance is very, very important, and we have to put all hands on deck to ensure that the quality is not compromised. The key quality assurance is diversity across the profession, but focus on the same goals and objectives. When I say diversity across the profession, in health, in law, in agri, in ICT, we have quality assurance. But they are in diversity. They focus on different process and procedures, but we have focus on the same goals and objectives, which is for improvement. And education quality assurance is a paradigm shift from the old inspection, supervision, monitoring, and other strategies of evaluation to a robust old school evaluation system where people are allowed to self-evaluate themselves and external evaluation is put in place for the purpose of improving the school. Therefore, it is pertinent to build a formidable partnership and collaboration with all the stakeholders with a view to achieving the necessary objective put in place. Just like the DG said, that everyone has right to education, and if this right is acceptable in Nigeria and to be sustained, the quality of input, process, output, and outcome must be effectively and efficiently monitored with a view to achieving the goals and objectives of the quality of education. Because any system or process, program that is not evaluated shall be stagnated. We don't want our education system to be stagnated. So, in view of this, we need to put every necessary things in place to ensure quality is effectively carried out in our school. Like us in our unit, we have a domesticated quality assurance process. We have all our instruments domesticated that will suit the objective of education system in Nigeria. And we have strong collaboration with all the students of 36 states and the FCT. Presently, we are building our collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Education, Federal Education Quality Assurance Services to ensure that the quality of education is not being compromised in the basic and secondary education system. And majorly, when we look at the theme of this program, it's talking about the reporting system for us to ensure the millennium development goal objective. And how do we get it? That shows that the reporting system determines the type of improvement we are going to get in our school. If the quality assurance officers that are in school are not qualitatively sound, that means the report that we are going to get from this may not be effectively implemented. In this case, we must ensure that all our hands are on deck, all the agencies on starting with the responsibility of education. We have to come together to deliberate and reason together to ensure quality are being put in place in our education system. And for us to go to school and come back and report, we must ensure that our report follows the CC. It must be clear, it must be correct, it must be concise, consistent, compliant, and convincing, so that it will be effectively implementable by the policy maker. The principle of quality assurance evaluation, principle number 6, says that the findings of quality assurance shall lead to policy planning, decision making, and the training. If the reports coming from the quality assurance exercise are not qualitative, what do we expect on the issue of implementation? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that our gathering here is going to yield a lot of interest in the education system. And I believe that for us to come together, educators are surely the great. Quality is our logo. Thank you.
For such a speech and also inciting us to do more. I'm here to my own disciple to just state our expectation for participating in this conference. And I want to say that the role of quality assurance in education sector can never be overemphasized. And that is why in National Commission for Colleges of Education, we have already emphasized the establishment of quality assurance units in all colleges of education in Nigeria. We go after into ensuring that these units are already in existence. And it is part of the criteria for accreditation exercise in NCCE. And if we have already established this in our colleges of education, National Commission for Colleges of Education and the mother agency regulating pre-service education in colleges of education in Nigeria can never sit behind. And that is why my Chief Executive, Professor Paulinus Chijoke, approved the participation of 5 staff of quality assurance units to be part of this conference. Precisely, our expectation is that this conference will improve our understanding about the concept of quality assurance and best practices around the world. Also, we are hopeful that at the end of this conference, something very vital will be injected into us that will improve pre-service education in the country. Thank you very much.
In our state,
We have a lot of higher institutions in public and state and the private as well. We should be able to know that the state is more or less a gateway to all these institutions as well. And we have academians, and we have those who have actually invested much into education. In the area of the out of school children, there are a lot that the state has actually done. Not only this, then on the end of the quality school, the department also being created too as well from the ministry. Our technical education sector too, we have OSF, Open Skill Fund, and we have 7 technical colleges and 1 skill education department as well. All these are part of something that we are talking about in the area of technical education and skill acquisition. Then, for assessment and evaluation, the state and the ministry too created a department which was a people house and the other that often and constantly goes out to monitor our schools. Primary section, secondary sections, private and public schools as well, and we write reports and bring it back to the ministry. That is why the ministry put it before you sent 6 of us to this very conference to learn more, to interact, to put up the public results too, so that we'll be able to promote education more because agencies. Not only this, the total number of the students in the state too has actually given us a kind of a notion that the state is progressing seriously as well. Because if you invest in a business, and there should be a reason to as well. And often, most of the officers do normally go for sensitization, go for trainings, workshops, not within the state too, even the Americans and other places too as well. On this very ground too, we are one of the friends that actually reported here yesterday. And we keep moving forward. Although we are not taking us for the land, but we know for the Lord is going to be so. Thank you and God.
As one of Ogun State has said, please permission to cite my state as a sample. From the reports of the conduct of quality assurance from field, from officers, Ogun State was able to come up with what we call OG Sarah. That is Ogun State Refertilization, Education Refertilization. What do I mean? Please let me quickly throw light to that. From the governor of the state, Governor Adebola Adeleke, from my honorary commissioner and my party secretary. I want to say that quality assurance is getting scrutiny in the state because the best reward is to showcase that we are at work. We had our first initiative this year, sometime 2 weeks back. We are the best schools that were evaluated, the best evaluated schools were showcased and were really made up. And it was a very exciting program. It was so interesting. Only 2 of us came last year and we caught it. I think the 4 of us will love the effort this time around. Thank you very much.
Members of the executive, please kindly permit me to stand on the assistant protocol. I'm standing for the action register based on another official assignment and state register academics. First and foremost, I want to return all glory back to God Almighty, who has made it possible for us to be alive and to be part of this program. We say thank you, God. And I also want to appreciate the Director General and his management team for giving this program all the needed approval. We say thank you, sir. Yeah, I also want to appreciate our amiable resource person. We need to really count on him, sir. and you are welcome. We appreciate your coming. And I also want to appreciate our LOC. Thank you very much for the good job. May God continue to strengthen you. And I also want to appreciate all our participants for coming. May God be with all of you. And thanks for coming. The Institute appreciates you. Thank you and God bless.